Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jelisa, and guess what guys? Over the weekend, I turned 32. So I am 32. I am so excited for this new year of life, and I cannot wait to see what God has in store for me this year. But first of all, I am praying and hoping for a safe delivery and a healthy baby boy or girl. So this video is basically going to be an update on my pregnancy and how I am doing so far, and just basically like what it's like to be 23 weeks pregnant. Like guys, I have been pregnant for over 150 days. I'm praying for a healthy baby boy or a healthy baby girl. We don't know what the sex of the baby is going to be, and we're going to wait until delivery. I know it's like lame, but as you guys know, like I'm planning for myself that this is gonna be my last pregnancy, right? I don't know what God has in store for me, but for me, this is like done. Like after this is it. That I tell the girls, I'm like, I have two daughters, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. And I tell them like the doctor's gonna take the baby out and then she's gonna be like, it's a girl or it's a boy. I know it's crazy, but like I am really looking forward to that day, right? I don't know why this wants to come up. As you guys know, I make all of my shirts like off the shoulder. Like that's just my thing. Geez, stay down. I sometimes feel like I'm not pregnant, which is weird because I feel to me like my stomach is pretty big for 23 weeks pregnant, and I'll definitely show you guys my stomach towards the end of the video. But I feel like I'm not pregnant sometimes. I'll be like bathing the girls or cooking or cleaning, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm pregnant. Like I cannot fit in between this chair and the stove. Like something has got to give. And another thing, round ligament pain. That thing kills me, and sometimes I feel like my pelvic area is like swollen, and if I like touch it, it's tender to touch, and I'm like basically halfway there and I still have a ways to go, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? Like, is it going to get like worse? I think I'll end up having to wear like a belly band or something, but my round ligament pain, it's crazy. I'm quickly reminded, or like when the baby kicks me or when the baby keeps me up at night already, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you pregnant, girl, you pregnant. Or like if I try to lay on my stomach and I'm like, girl, you pregnant, girl. Another thing that I've been experiencing is pregnancy brain. Pregnancy brain is real, and I just stopped breastfeeding Noe, my 2-year, well, she's gonna be 3 next week, but I stopped breastfeeding her in April of 2020, April of this year. So I feel like even when you're still breastfeeding them, you still have pregnancy brain. So I definitely have pregnancy brain, and my 5-year-old reminds me all the time when I forget something. She's like, Mommy, you have pregnancy brain. And I'm like, Marley, thanks for reminding me. Braxton Hicks contractions, like they usually start around 20 weeks, and it's basically like contractions that get you ready for labor and start to like soften your cervix. I am not a doctor. I'm just a mom of 2 kids, and I really don't know all of the terminology. So if I'm saying that what Braxton Hicks is and it's really the wrong thing, please don't crucify me because I really don't know. The Braxton Hicks contractions, they have been getting me. The other day I was sleeping and I was having like a nightmare, I guess, that I had my period and I was having like really bad cramps, like so bad I was like bending over because I was in so much pain. And then the pain actually woke me up, and when I woke up I still felt like my uterus like tightening and my stomach like tightening. So it kept on happening for a little while. So I got a little scared, and I called my mom and I called my aunts, and they were like, you need to call your doctor. And I'm like, really? It's probably just gas, like it's really nothing. And they're like, just to be on the safe side, just call. So I called the doctor and they were like, oh, you need to go to the ER ASAP. I do not like going to the ER. They put me on like the machine to monitor like my contractions and to monitor the baby. They checked my cervix, which is a very uncomfortable thing. So everything was fine. I was having like contractions here and there, but nothing major. Just like normal Braxton Hicks contractions. So they sent me right up to labor and delivery. I think like once you pass like 16 weeks, at least in Maryland, that's where I am, they let you go straight upstairs to labor and delivery. So everything was fine and the baby was good, and thank God. Another thing that I'm experiencing is varicose veins at the back of my leg. I've been feeling like this pain, and like over time I've noticed that it's like formed into a vein, but it didn't like turn like a different color or anything yet. But I could definitely another thing that is new for me, for my 2 other pregnancies, I had like really weird cravings. I would crave raw flour or raw oats. Like Michael would literally have to hide it from me, and when he would hide it from me, I would always find it. He would hide it in the kitchen of all places. So I would always find it and I would never let him know that I found it. So every time I would just start to eat it. Like I had a special spoon in the flour and in the oats just to eat it as soon as I come home. I would have like little Ziploc bags of flour when I would go to work and just eat my flour. It was so good. But this pregnancy, I think my blood levels and like my iron is really good, so I haven't had any of those weird cravings. So some symptoms that are no longer here, thank God, is the smell, the aversion to smells. I couldn't smell like my favorite perfume. The smell of food would make me feel so sick. I wouldn't necessarily throw up, but I would just get like a bad feeling. The only thing that I really could smell was conch and butter sauce with fungi and coleslaw. Oh gosh. In St. Thomas, like they have a saying, like if you craving food, you don't want to mark the baby. So my aunt would always say, girl, scratch your bum. So let me scratch my bum, because I don't want to mark the baby. Like now I could smell my air fresheners. I could wear my perfumes. I could cook and enjoy the smell. In this pregnancy, I threw up probably, I would say like 6 times, and this is the most I've thrown up in any pregnancy. I am the hardest person to throw up, but this pregnancy, I've been throwing up a lot more. I threw up actually like a week ago, and I'm like, hello, you are no longer in your first trimester. You are like almost knocking on the 3rd trimester. Why are you still throwing up? On another note, I've been feeling the baby kick me, move around, just like push certain parts of the body like up. I don't know if it's the head. I don't know, like in the ultrasound picture, the baby head looked kind of like big but cute, like dad. But anyways, so if you're not feeling your baby kick, don't worry about it, because some people don't feel it like right now at 23 weeks. But I feel like because it's my 3rd pregnancy, because I know like what it feels like, things like that. Like I'm smaller, so maybe all of those reasons are why I'm feeling my baby so soon. But if you're not feeling your baby yet, don't worry. Trust me, your baby's in there moving around. I know when I went for my first ultrasound, the baby wouldn't stop moving, and I'm like, I don't feel any movement, but the baby was in there moving and shaking, and I couldn't feel it. So don't be worried if you don't feel your baby yet. Trust me, that baby's in there growing and moving and swimming and playing with your umbilical cord. Don't worry about it, mama, okay? Don't worry. So another thing, I've gained around 11 pounds so far. I'll probably gain another like 18 pounds or 17 pounds. I think I have like 17 or 18 more weeks to go, so I guess I'll gain that much weight, which is definitely fine. I have always wanted to gain weight. I've always been small, could never order clothes online because I'm just too skinny. Oh, no, slim tick, girl, slim tick. I slim tick. So I've always had that issue, always wanted to gain weight, but after I had Marley and after I had Noe, I went right back to a size 0. Before I got pregnant, I started to gain weight, and I actually, like, I think I was wearing like a size 4, and I was like, I have never really worn a size 4 in my life. So that was really big for me. I could order clothes online, which was a really good feeling. But yeah, so let's talk about my emotions before I end this video. So my emotions are still all over the place. I still cry over little kid shows, and I still cry over big things. Like my grandmother, who is 79 years old, she remembered to call me for my birthday. Like my aunt, of course, told her, and she wrote my number down and called me on her cell phone, and she sang happy birthday to me, and of course I was crying. It was just very emotional for me. But let me tell you something, if you want to cry because McDonald's ran out of buns, or because they don't have any McFlurries or whatever, like, cry, scream if you want to. Our hormones are still all over the place, and remember, like, you are making a whole human being inside of you. Like, they are pulling from us, feeding on us. Like, trust me, if you feel like crying, if you feel like screaming, whatever you feel like doing, girl, you do it, okay? I would say back home in St. Thomas, you making foot for shoes, you could cry. You have a pass to cry. All right, guys, so let me show you my belly. And I know you guys might say, oh, I could feel the baby right now, and I really have to pee because the baby like pushing down right now. But anyway, let me show you guys my belly. And I know some people are gonna say, girl, your belly so small, your belly so small, or your belly so big, or whatever. But anyway, so let me show you guys my belly. All right, guys, so this is my belly. This is her. This is she. This is my belly. I am 23 weeks pregnant. Okay, and this is my belly. I don't know if it's, so before it was lower, but now I feel like as my uterus came up, like it's up some more. But yeah, this is my belly. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment. So anyway, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment on this video, tell me what you guys are going through. Put on your notifications bell, because I am going to be posting a lot of videos about nesting, because trust me, I have a long list of things that I want to organize. So don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, support me. That's the best way that you guys can support me right now, is to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for coming, for staying until the end, to listen to me and my what did I just say that the size of the baby is? Grapefruit. And my little grapefruit. This look like a grapefruit in here? Tell me. A grapefruit in here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys come back for more. Bye!